Evan Longoria will get his
season, but in order to win the Triple Crown, he's going to need some help from his teammates getting on base. He's in the top 5 in RBIs, but not leading that category.
Tapped out in front of home. Cook scoops it up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. After 1, no score. Robert Gilroy will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Come on, you look at the numbers on this guy, and you have to wonder, why does he continue to be in the lineup? He's got 1 hit in his last 10 games. Come on.
Fans, be one of the first 15,000 to join us here at Tropicana Field next Thursday night, and you'll take home your very own Rays cowbell, courtesy of MLB The Show.
First pitch of the at-bat. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, I think Summersgill is pretty well liked as an umpire, but if he gets any gruff, it seems like it's often coming from right-handed batters on pitches they don't think they can reach. I'm curious if we'll see any of that in this one.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Manny Machado will stand in now, and as you can easily tell from the splits, he's really struggled away from home. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes ball 1.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Cabrera's up with it on to first, and there are 2 down.
Batting sixth, first baseman, Sean Tonis.
Sean Tonis into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Ground ball sent back up the middle. The throw pulls Loney off the bag, and they can't get an out on the play.
Well, I think if we were playing tennis, you'd call this one an unforced error. This is fairly routine out to short. I'm not sure what would have caused him to throw so wildly, but you can see the first baseman unable to keep his foot on the bag, and that's going to go down as an E6.
Here's the shortstop now, J.J. Hardy, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Here comes the 0-1. Smoke toward third, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Yeah, just a nice job of hitting that time. You can see he's got a strong top hand there, and he just hooks this one into the hole for a 2-out single.
Here's Jonathan Scope now, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big...
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Will Myers will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off.
Will Myers.
Gets a small piece near the plate. That rolls foul for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And this pitch is looked at for a ball, and that'll even the count to the Rays right fielder at 1-1.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A solo shot here off the bat of Will Myers. Home run number 9 on the year as the Rays move out on top 1-0.
And this is his second home run here in 3 days, so he is really seeing the ball well now.
James Loney will stand in for the first time, and he's seen that average climb during his current 7-game hitting streak.
Loney.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
And Loney can't come up with it here as he swings and misses to record the first out.
That's a nice comeback there after the home run. Sometimes the home crowd gets a little amped up, so you start to rush a little out there and you make things worse. But he's able to bounce back and get him to chase one here with 2 strikes.
Asdrubal Cabrera will dig in now. And as you can see, he's right up there in the American League batting race, currently second entering play.
And he's right up there among the RBI leaders, too, so he's dangerous with runners on base.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Rounding first is Cabrera on his way to second now. Now Cabrera rounds second. He's going to try for 3. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, we've seen this guy have one heck of a year, but we haven't seen him do this too often. Not blessed with a lot of world-class speed, but when he needs to turn it on, he can find that extra gear, and he's going to make it into third here as he legs out a triple.
First pitch on its way. Trey Barnett comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
And now with that runner on third and 1 away, you need to stay smart at the plate, realizing that they might be working around you to put you on. So you can't go up there chasing some pitches out of the zone.
Here it comes, 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 1 out and a runner on third. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
2-1, here it is. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Austin. 2 down. And never much of a chance to even think about scoring there. What a big second out.
Yeah, he probably didn't have much of a shot to score on that ball. But with 1 out already, maybe you think about putting the pressure on the defense to throw you out. But we'll never know now.
Angel Pagan will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Two outs here with a runner at third. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
And not only was that way high, but you've got to be careful not to airmail one over your catcher's head.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Line toward right center. In there. Base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. John Jaso steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
First pitch coming. Here it is. That's a ball. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Boy, and after that good first inning, not the same here in the second.
He's kind of looking a little shell-shocked out there. Like even he can't figure out what's going on.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Throw over to Hardy at second, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We played 2 full. It's the Rays 2 and the Orioles nothing. Back for the top of the third here at the Trop as we give you a look there at nearby Clearwater Beach. Paul Cook steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
That's a major league curveball there. Well, let's take a while to get used to, believe me.
And he falls behind. 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And you see it there on your screen. Strikeout number 100 for him on the year, and that ain't bad. Randy Austin will dig in for a second time. A strikeout victim opening up the ball game.
And remember, they got him on a fastball, so I got to figure they're going to attack him the exact same way.
And a curveball to begin the at-bat. 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And another foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, this is a scroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Two out, nobody on. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw on to the first baseman, Loney, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They trail it here 2-0. Matt Joyce will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first.
You just don't like to get beat on a fastball in that situation. I got to believe he'll go right after him again.
In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Right over the top here with the four-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Into the seats, 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And that misses 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. There you see Evan Longoria waiting next. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Austin giving chase, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Third baseman, number 3, Evan Longoria.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman, Evan Longoria. Hot shot down the line, and a diving effort there at third. Good way to bruise your ribs. How much for one of them ribs? It's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just a touch inside. Perhaps it's 2-1.
You almost get the sense here that he wants to stay away from throwing the fastball. Almost like he doesn't want to get burned.
Squared that one up just a little late. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This is in the air to left. Austin is under it. And that ends the inning. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. They're up 2-0. Adam Jones is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Line drive to left. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the 4th.
I'll tell you, if this is in off the plate just a little bit further, this thing might end up in the cheap seats in left field. But instead, it just gets to the outer half. He still gets pretty good wood on the ball, but he winds up pulling it right at someone.
Stepping in now, Robert Gilroy. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Well, the average is clearly not where he wants it to be, but you wouldn't know it by that swing right there. Pitch selection has been a problem for him, but this is right out over the plate. And this might help him get back into a positive state of mind.
Here's Manny Machado now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
This guy has been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced, and we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Boy, at the very least, if you're going to go down swinging. That's a tough way to make a second out when you've got a runner in scoring position.
Into the box now, Sean Tonis, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
shot towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. He will score, and the Orioles have cut it down to 1. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
It's been a while since these guys last hit the scoreboard. Remember, they got shut out the last time they took the field, but finally, they push a run across here on the RBI single.
Here's the shortstop now, J.J. Hardy, as he'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Swung on and missed that time by Hardy as he finds himself behind 0-2 now. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Rays lead it 2-1. Will Myers is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Right fielder, Will Myers.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Markakis, still ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game, and it's given the Rays a 3-1 lead.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
Here's the first baseman, James Loney, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Sent on the ground out to second. Taken in by Scope. Throw on to first. So a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Number 13, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Asdrubal Cabrera digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. In there, strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Rounding first is Cabrera on his way to second now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, when you're hot, you're hot. There's no denying he's been swinging one of the hottest bats on the club, if not the entire league, and he comes through again with his second hit of the ball game. This one for 2 bases.
In now, Trey Barnett, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. For Cabrera, another extra base hit to add to the total, now 19 on the year. 1 out and a runner on second base. That evens it up 1-1. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Number 16, Angel Pagan.
Striding into the box, Angel Pagan. He reached on a single in his first try. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Runners are at the corners with one man out. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. He's set. Here's the 2-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Austin is there. 2 gone. And they'll tack on a run with the sac fly. It's now a 4-1 ball game.
Well, nobody's going to confuse this guy with Miguel Cabrera or Chris Davis, but with the runner on third, he doesn't have to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Just has to get one deep enough out there to deliver that run from third. That's nice going.
John Jaso will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ball game. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of ground there as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We played 4 full. The Rays are out in front, 4-1. Jonathan Scope heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA.
Yeah, folks, he's been one of the best in the American League so far this year, currently third in that department. And when you're pitching as well as he is, the scoreless innings just seem to stack up. He's got another good outing going here.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Paul Cook. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball looked at here for strike one. Circle change and a beauty. It's 0-2. The 0-2 home. Fly ball out toward left center field. On the move is Pagan. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The left fielder, number 1, Randy Austin.
Randy Austin will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike one.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Skied into straightaway right. And Myers will make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail it 4-1. Matt Joyce comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. And here's a fastball called for strike one. High in the air out to center field. Jones is camped under this one. 1 down.
Boy, that's the kind of play where you take your hat off and you wipe the sweat off your brow, even if it's cold outside. This guy's getting hammered right now. He better figure out something quick.
Ben Zobrist will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
And a terrific effort out there as he's able to chase that a long way for the second out.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it, so he stays with it and pulls it in.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Gotta say, they've done a pretty nice job laying off that tough changeup.
And I think you have to give some credit to that hitting coach. He's tried to tell him, that pitch is not going to be a strike. You got to wait and make him bring something up in the zone.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And no offer that time from Longoria. It's back to 2-2 now. Four runs, 6 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for Tampa Bay. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase. But when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
And a good eye there from Longoria as he's aboard. It's ball 4.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Will Myers stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. One left for Tampa as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Nick Markakis gets set to start things out here for Baltimore. Here's the first pitch to him. That's yanked into the stands, strike one. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Adam Jones will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Yeah, he got solid contact on that line out, but it just didn't work out. In this game, you have to trust your approach. Eventually, it's going to pay off.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Here's the 0-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's in time.
No way. That was awesome.
Designated hitter, Robert Guillory.
Into the box now, Robert Gilroy. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Darren O'Day will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 56, Darren O'Day.
James Loney will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips.
James Loney.
And that's in there for strike 1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe 4-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, he can forget it.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Drilled down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Oh, my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
As Dribble Cabrera steps in here, he'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit up in the zone, and he didn't miss it. He'll be looking for it again right here.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. Tap foul at home plate. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Now the 0-2 pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. On the ground to third. Machado is there. To second for one. Back to first, and that'll take care of Cabrera. It's a double play.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Trey Barnett.
Trey Barnett will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Grounded down the third baseline. Machado has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for Tampa, but they lead it 4-1. Back here at Tropicana Field in St. Pete. We're in the seventh with the Rays out in front, and let's get you caught up with our game summary for the first 6 innings. Manny Machado is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
And a curveball in for a strike. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Hit hard towards center, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. And he's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because he would have taken his head off.
Into the box, Sean Tonis. He singled his last time up. Hit hard to short. Cabrera's there. Zobrist on to first, and they turn the double play.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
Boy, this is a tough turn out there at short. You can see him be forced to backhand the ball and then pivot on that right leg and throw against the momentum of his body. Nothing simple about that throw, and that's an easy one to throw right out into right field.
Here's the shortstop now, J.J. Hardy. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw on to Loney will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Orioles down on just 4 pitches. They trail it 4-1. Billy Bowman will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
Bowman.
Now in the box, Angel Pagan, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Hit hard to short. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Well, let me tell you, when you're on a losing streak, this is an out. But when you're on a winning streak, man, these are the little breaks that just seem to always go your way. He's got himself an infield single.
Stepping in, John Jaso. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
Boy, I think he's pretty lucky to get in there safely on this play. It's a decent jump, but I think a good throw might nail him down there. Instead, you see it's wide of the mark, off to the shortstop side of the base, and he's able to beat that tag to get in safely.
We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. That's wide, 2-0. For Pagan, he gets credited with his 17th bag of the year. Strike called, 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Hit out towards second. Barehanded on the hop. It's there. He got him.
Woo, no problem. And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Here's Matt Joyce now. To short, hit hard. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third.
Well, this is a pretty hard hit ball, and I thought for a second that he might have had a shot at the plate. But he thinks about it for a second and takes the sure out instead, and that allows that runner to come in and score.
Ben Zobrist bats now and will try to start over with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground out.
And all he's looking for right now is a pitch that he can drive somewhere. You got to get on base, and preferably in scoring position, so maybe he can get his teammates to drive him in.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
I need to see that again because it looked like he flat missed that call behind the plate.
This is in the air out to left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Rays are in front, 5-1. Jonathan Scope will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And a curveball drops in there for strike 1. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. There's our line score for the ball game thus far. We're in the 8th from Tropicana Field with Tampa Bay on top and trying to hold on. Paul Cook will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Liner toward right center, and that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. Head down through first. He's heading for 2. And he'll pull in there with a 1-out double.
Maybe a sign of life right there. They haven't shown much of a pulse offensively at all. Just their second extra base hit of the afternoon, and they're going to need to find a way to get a few more of these things to get back in the ballgame.
Randy Austin will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Now here's a ball popped high in the air behind the plate, but room for Jaso. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Digging in, Nick Markakis. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A little bouncer. Grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. When we come back, Evan Longoria will start things off. It's the Rays 5 and the Orioles 1. Ryan Webb is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
58, Ryan Webb.
And here is Evan Longoria. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Evan Longoria.
Drives it the other way to deep right. Markakis ranging back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
You kind of wonder why guys would pitch to him in this situation. You know someone wants to end this streak, but he just finds a way to get another hit.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's Will Myers as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. That's inside. 2-0.
Now on 2-0, we've got a fastball count, and we've got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
Here it comes, 2-0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Hit in the air to right field. And therefore it is Markakis, and that's your first out.
And that's probably going to be his final at-bat. So you figure he won't get his 3rd home run of the game, but still, he's been a real handful here in this one.
James Loney gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Just overmatched him there.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Line toward the gap in left center. In there, a base hit.
Well, that's 3 batters faced and 2 hits so far since coming on. Not exactly the scoreline he was hoping for. So he's going to need to dial himself up a little ground ball right here and try to work his way out of this.
As Drupal Cabrera comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Yeah, and it's always kind of tough returning to the dugout after rolling into a double play. So you know he wants to make up for that one right here.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. And he's able to jump ahead.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1. Fastball here.
I think it has to be. You're licking your chops if you're the hitter. 3-1. You can't walk the bases loaded. Bail and wail.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. But this will hang up just
trouble here, but this carries out there just far enough to find the outfielder's glove. And that means that both runners, neither of whom were running on contact, are forced to head back to where they started.
Standing in now, Trey Barnett. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. 2 down, runners at first and second. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Rays strand a pair. They're up 5-1. Jake McGee will come on here. Not a save situation, but he'll try to close it out nonetheless.
Jake McGee.
Adam Jones will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Our coordinating producer, Chris Gill, tells me in my headset to tell you not to miss our post-game highlights. That'll come your way at the conclusion of matters here this afternoon, right here on the show. Robert Gilroy will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
I tell you, he has not looked like a 220 hitter to me. This is his 2nd hit of the ball game, and he smoked this one pretty good.
Manny Machado digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. McGee comes set. First pitch on the way. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
That's a 2-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. A bare hand for 1. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Break out the fire extinguishers. These guys are on fire. 7 straight wins. They've been as hot as any team in baseball, and they've really got things rolling out there now.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Rays are victorious in this one, 5-1. So long from Tampa.
The final line score for this afternoon's ballgame for the victorious Rays. 5 runs, 10 hits, with 1 error. They left 5 men on base. For the Orioles, 1 run on 6 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 50 minutes. Again, we remind you for your next trip to Tropicana Field that all vehicles with 4 or more passengers receive free parking all season long. Also, a reminder that extra PSTA buses for routes 18, 32, and 74 can be picked up outside the stadium.